Yes, you've seen that right. That is not clickbait. Today I'm going to show you a little known program that gets you access to $100,000, actually even more, in debt forgiveness. Now this is for 100% permanent and total veterans, but stay tuned because even if you're not permanent and total, I'm going to show you that it's actually easier than what people think and how to achieve that status. I'm Jordan Anderson, VA Claims Academy. Let's get right into it. Be sure to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear it. So first, let's establish what is permanent and total. This is a VA disability rating process in which a couple of things, right? So let's say that you have a back condition, you were jumping out of planes, you hurt yourself, you've been diagnosed with degenerative disc disease, or you have a mental condition, let's say you have anxiety disorder. These simple terms, right? Degenerative, disorder, these things are looked at typically by the medical community as, hey, you're not gonna get much better with age. This could lead to certain VA rating conditions being considered what is called static, or even if you had a rating for a certain amount of time, it can be then static, where the VA, hey, we're not even going to relook at you. This condition is what it is. It looks like it's not going to get better with age. Therefore, if you have a 100% scheduler rating and a large portion of those are static conditions, at that point it is up to your VA rater, right, the rating adjudicator, to go ahead and make that determination whether you are or not permanent and total. Now what I just said is true. There's a huge human factor involved. There's no specific application you can do for PNT. There's nothing that you can really do except for what I teach all the time: build your claim in a way that is conducive to making it foundational in terms of your high value claims. You have these high value conditions that you all want to go ahead and explore. But if you are able to attain this, such as a lot of the clients that we have here at VA Claims Academy, I'm going to show you what this could mean for your existing debt. There's a program out there called the TPD. Should be 2 Ds, but what it stands for is Total and Permanent Disability Discharge. Now let me tell you what happened with me going through this process. I ultimately was in 4 years in the Air Force, okay, did not see combat. I went through my VA disability claim process. A lot of you know that I fell victim to some of the claim shark type of companies where I got billed 15 grand for VA disability claim help. Okay, so yada yada, I go through that. I end up actually learning myself how to strategize VA claims, learning it inside and out. And eventually I actually receive a 100% permanent and total VA rating. Ultimately, a few months after this, I get a letter in the mail. Lo and behold, it says, hey, Jordan, your federally held student loans, right? And these were only a few $1,000s, but these student loans got discharged in their entirety. I said, what the heck is this? People need to know about this. Yes, if I would have had $250,000 in student loans, it would have been discharged just like that. So I'm going to go through the requirements right here and let you know how you can benefit from this. First thing to know, like I said, the TPD, any balance that you have that is federally owned for the student loans is a 100% discharge like that. There's a couple of requirements. They say that you need to go ahead and turn in your decision letter, so go to va.gov, print out your decision letter, and I would send this to whoever owns your student loans. So it has to be a federally backed agency that owns your student loans in order for this to work. If you haven't done that, I would do that as soon as possible, because you will get to see the letter that I saw, which is complete and total discharge of your student loan balance. Now, if you're not permanent and total yet, or I know a lot of you are currently serving on active duty, which good on you for finding this stuff this early. You're very proactive. There are certain people who will go ahead and rack up a lot of student debt, anticipating if they can get to that permanent and total rating. So that's up to you, but it's something that you should definitely be aware about, because again, as of right now, the forgiveness is unlimited. It's unlimited right now. Now, if you're unsure on how to achieve the permanent and total rating status, be sure to stay tuned, so subscribe and turn on the notifications, because my next video is going to describe in 3 different scenarios how to achieve that permanent and total rating. Very coveted in this space. Hey, I hope this provided you some value. If it did, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs it, and sound off down below, because I want to get your thoughts on how people are maybe racking up student loan debt, kind of anticipating the fact that it may get forgiven. And what do you think about that, ethical or not? Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.